Welcome back to the Dinner's Done Cooking channel. Today we're going to prepare something that's easy, economical, and delicious. Salmon patties. So for this recipe I'm using 2 cans of salmon. Now you want to drain the liquid off of the salmon before you add it to the bowl. And I usually take that dark layer of skin out of the middle of the salmon. Nothing wrong with it. It actually tastes pretty good. It just doesn't mix up well. And it makes your salmon patties look a little funny. So I always just take that out. Then after I add the 2 cans of salmon, I'm going to add saltine crackers and just kind of crush them up. Sort of like if you were making meatballs or meatloaf. And it's just much easier to just get your hands in there. Prepare to get dirty. It's just more effective than trying to use a spoon or, any other method. So I just put my hands in there and crunch them up. Then I add eggs. So for this recipe, I used 2 sleeves of saltines, 2 cans of salmon, and 5 eggs. Now you want it to be moist, but you want it to hold the shape. So you don't want it to be like too wet and mushy. So you might have to adjust the amount of crackers that you use. Now this yielded 10 salmon patties. If you want to make a smaller batch, then of course you just use 1 can of salmon and 1 pack of crackers, maybe 2 eggs. It's real quick and easy to mix up, and you can season it how you like it. I personally like them with Parmesan cheese. This particular time, though, I forgot to buy the Parmesan cheese, so I just put salt and pepper and a lot of onion powder. So, onion makes everything taste yummy. So once you get it all thoroughly mixed, you just fry it in hot oil like you would hamburger patties. So I actually already have the oil heating to the side of me here as I'm doing this. And they do cook faster than traditional hamburger patties because the salmon is, not raw. So you don't have to cook them very long. You want them to just get a little crispy on the outside and a little brown. At least that's how I like them. But since it is pre-cooked, just give it maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes on each side. It should be sufficient. Just whenever it looks right, looks done, it's done. So just a little bit more mixing here. And you can kind of see the consistency. It's not super dry, but it's not super wet. So I'm going to just start forming it into patties, just like regular old hamburger patties. See there? And you can adjust the size of the patty, based on the appetite of the person. Now, I made a mixture of different sizes because I have, a large number of people, so we're doing little kids and grown-ups. And they don't really shrink down like hamburger patties do when you cook them. I did find that if you make them too big, they're kind of hard to flip over. They take a little longer to cook, and I had one break when I was cooking these, so here we go, just pressing them into patties. Now you can see I've already made 5, and I still have a large amount of the mixture left. Now I typically will put these on, a bun, just like a hamburger. You can eat them with a spoon if you prefer. Maybe you're gluten-free. Um, but they do make a pretty tasty substitute for hamburgers. Um, if you're vegetarian or whatever. So we always just fix them as a sandwich. You could put cheese on top, um, lettuce, tomato. I mean, just however you would, you know, dress up a regular hamburger patty. You could basically do the same with these. I have noticed that salmon is now cheaper than ground beef, which didn't used to be the case. I think it's about $4 a can. Hamburger, used to be $1.99 a pound, and now it's like $6 a pound. So salmon is actually a little bit more affordable than ground beef, but it's just something fun to make every once in a while. Okay, so just about done making the patties here. And we'll go ahead and add them to the hot oil. And let me move the can out of the way. And so it does just take about, I don't know, 5 minutes per side at the most, just whenever they get a little crispy and brown, like this. Then they're ready. And thanks for watching.